So I realized anytime I listen to one of my favorite podcasts, I kind of fast forward through the intro. And I have an intro that I've been using now for, I guess, a few years now. That's, kind of a little bit longer, tells you a little bit about myself. And I find that when I listen to a podcast, I just want to jump right into it. So I'm like, do I need that trailer, the intro? And I don't know, I'm just going to cut it. So good morning. It is the morning time when I have been blessed with some time to record. I know it's been a few weeks. And for those of you who are my regular listeners, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. I hope you're having a beautiful day so far, morning. And if you are new, maybe you are brand new to the show, welcome to the Sprinkles of Spirit podcast. I'm Lisa, and I am a yoga and meditation teacher. I am a truth, wisdom, and knowledge seeker with a passion for personal growth, for self-development, for spirituality, for as long as I can remember. I mean, since I was quite young, I've just been fascinated with, what's on the other side of us, outside of this human experience. And yeah, so my journey led me to become a yoga teacher at 40, actually. And this is my hashtag 50 and flourishing year. And I've been a teacher now for 10 years and have fallen in love with audio. So I started a podcast, but I'm going to get into that, in a minute. First, I am going to continue like I have by taking a breath together, and that is the yoga teacher in me. A lot of people don't realize they'll go all week, maybe even a month without taking one conscious breath. And let me tell you something. If you're here and you're open to growth and looking to get to the higher version of yourself, transform, it starts with our breath. We have to get grounded in the here and now, in the present moment. And it's through the breath that we do that. It's through the breath that we find stillness. And it's through the breath that we can listen to our intuition, that we can connect to God, to your angels, to whatever you call it, to the Holy Spirit, and it's through stillness, and we do that with the breath. So let's breathe together. So wherever you are, not if you're driving, but you can still do this when you're driving. I do it all the time. Those who are not driving, please go ahead and close your eyes. And see if you can relax your shoulders. Notice if you are clenching in the jaw or your eyebrows, and begin to soften them. Good. And now let's take a deep breath in through the nose, filling up the belly, the ribs, all the way up to your chest, your shoulders. And then allow a nice, easy exhale come out of the mouth. Then breathe in through your nose, keeping the mouth closed. And breathe out through your nose. Okay. Isn't that awesome? I mean, how cool. It's free. It's a free tool. So I have been kind of reviewing things, just like I said, like reviewing how I, share the podcast. Do I need the intro? Oh, I'm going to scratch that. Listen, astrologically, this is no surprise. We've got two planets big time in retrograde. Mercury is retrograde, Venus is retrograde. So Mercury is the planet of, RE, right? Review, reorganize, restructure, you know, taking a look at things again. And then Venus is the planet of self-love, of beauty, of creativity, and how we want to show up for things. So it doesn't surprise me that I'm in this phase of kind of reviewing this journey over the past 10 years and where it's taking me. And yeah, during 2020, I wrote an ebook called Keep Me Where the Light Is. And I've been going back to that. And it was a passion project. It came from my heart. And it's just a little bit about my story of becoming, a yoga teacher and all the work that I've done to really embody self-love, because I'm really passionate about that. I know that the most important relationship we have is the one we have with ourselves. And we've got to get that right first before everything else in our life can flourish. And, it took me time. It took me a long time. I mean, it's evident in the fact I got married for the first time at 49. It's like I've reached things later in life, and the level of self-love and the level of confidence and the level of depth that I feel in my faith journey, it's been a process, but a beautiful one. And I've been going back, the journey of my voice has been a big part of it, finding my voice. As a little girl, I barely spoke. I was extremely shy. I had major social anxiety. And those of us who are empaths and introverts completely can relate to that. When you're moving through the world with this heightened level of sensitivity, it makes things really challenging, And so I just dove deep into that. What the heck is an empath? I have a whole episode on that. But, the level of sensitivity and understanding ourselves as this human sponge, and learning tools and techniques to protect ourselves, to stay grounded and feel a sense of resilience, even though things are happening around us, to the people around us in our lives, in our intimate lives, in our families, at work, out when you're walking around, at the store, at the mall, you can feel energy. Everything is energy. And we're all picking up vibrations, and our voice to me is is the most important vibration we can share, right? So yeah, it was huge that I became a yoga teacher. Like, people who knew me from the past were like, I'm sure very surprised, like, whoa, what's Lisa doing? Yeah, getting up in front of strangers in a public class, and I'm teaching and I'm using my voice. So then that led to, like I said, I'm backtracking a little bit. This is Mercury retrograde. This is what I'm doing. You guys are hearing my review here. During 2020 is when I wrote the ebook. And then it was, I think I've had the podcast now for, a few years now, which is absolutely crazy. But I have fallen in love with audio. And then I began a few years ago to share and record really important meditations on the app Insight Timer. And I'm guided really to go in that direction, to continue building that platform. And I wanted to share that with you. If you guys may not even be aware, but I have several really powerful, in my opinion, meditations that you could listen to in your car, or at night. And meditation is something that I am very passionate about. I notice when I'm not doing my practice or when I've, slacked off a little bit from my practice, I notice it. I'm more irritable. I have less patience. Um, I feel like lashing out a little bit. I'm cranky. Like I'll go, how was did I sit, and breathe last week? It is huge. I want to tell you, if you have not meditated or tried it, and be open to just sitting and breathing, and I always tell people it doesn't have to be you actually going to yoga or oming and lighting incense. It doesn't have to be something that you're just uncomfortable with. Meditation can happen when you're walking or when you're running or when you're sitting and hanging out on the beach, staring at the ocean, or you got up to see the sunrise. Meditating is stillness. It's mindfulness. And it's simply dropping inward by paying attention to our breath, And for me personally, I love guided meditations. I find them very powerful. So when you connect to someone's voice, it's so powerful. When you find that right teacher, and I may not be the right teacher for you, and that's okay. It's all about finding the right teacher that you resonate with, that when you listened to their meditation, you went deep and it was quite easy, and it felt meaningful. It worked for you. It's something you can commit to. It's something you'll go back to. These are the ways okay, that's my vibe. That's my teacher. She's my tribe, or he's my tribe. So I encourage you during this time of review to bring a practice of meditating into your life and allow yourself, to review, to restructure, to reorganize, to take a look at things maybe you've put on the back burner. For me, I'm doing like a whole digital detox I'm being called to do. I'll talk about that on my Instagram, actually, maybe later today. But whatever you're being called to kind of clear it out, cleanse and clear energetically, I feel like meditation is the beginning point, because it allows you to get still, to get quiet, and then you can hear and feel what's coming up for me, And listen, growth is cyclical. It is not linear. That's what I've really learned. Like, just like the seasons, we're about winter, is about to shift into spring. We have the spring equinox happening. I'll have to do a special episode on that. And then it turns to summer, and then we're in the fall. It's this cycle that continues to happen. And what I've learned myself is so is growth. It is cyclical. We are never done. And I find myself circling back, to self-love issues that maybe happened in my teens. They're like popping up, with sharing my voice or with, my physical body, insecurities around that. It's so amazing because I'm just like, oh my gosh, just when you think you've done all the shadow work, you've done all the courses. I've read a million books. I read all the books, so you guys don't have to. So stay here with me. I've just realized I'm like, oh my gosh, growth is it's a cycle. And the one point that you were at, pretty much you can guarantee at some point, may not be this year, it may not be next year, it could be even in 5 years, it's going to pop up again, And this is also in the relationships we have. Maybe you thought you cleared something up, and then here we are, we're having the same discussion. So I just wanted to, talk about this review time, and help you realize what you can open up to help you along your own personal growth journey, and just remember that it is a cycle and we're all going through it. And, to give yourself grace, because it is, like I said, it's a heavy time. Mercury's in retrograde, Venus is in retrograde, like everything's energy. And if you're feeling funky and lethargic and emotional, hey, you are a sensitive being and you are a beautiful empath and you are a beautiful soul, and it's all okay. And to be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to feel the feels right now, because it's a lot, it's a lot. And whether, find that teacher, find that coach, that guide. And I hope, I'm here for you. I would love for you to stay with me on this path. I share all that I can, via this podcast, via my offerings. Visit Lisayogaangel.com, and there's more to come. I really want you to follow me on Insight Timer, because there's much more to come. I'm working on a course for that I'm really excited about. This is where I'm being guided to go. And then, I have fallen in love with audio so much that I am even diving into doing voiceover work. So, hey, coming to a commercial near you. Stay tuned. So we'll see where that takes me. It's like, I don't know, I'm pretty excited. Like things are shifty right now, but I know it's all normal and it's all good. So I hope you guys, just stay with me. And okay, I am going to continue to pick a few cards. 2 of the cards from my own deck, Sprinkles of Spirit, popped out. And the first one is new experiences are heading your way. And it says, life is an adventure. I am opening to new ideas and possibilities every day. So I love that. I love that. Just what I talked about. Life is an adventure. Like, allow yourselves to feel the feel, to go through this shifting, changing time. We're reorganizing, we're restructuring, we're rebuilding. Reinvent yourself, because why not? There's no rules around your life story. You are the leading person in your story. You're the leading lady. You're the leading gentleman. You are the leading goddess, the leading star of your own story. So yeah, let's stay open to what can happen. Second one that popped out is believe in miracles. Believe in miracles. So it says, happiness is my birthright. The universe supports me at all times. Oh God, this one just means a lot to me because I do believe in miracles. A Course in Miracles says that a miracle is a shift in your perception from fear to love. And that is what I'm passionate about. And that's what I'm going to keep sharing, because I am guided to, and believe that things can change for the better, that you are able to transform and clear away what no longer serves you during this time, because the future is bright for all of us and miracles happen every day. We can shift out of that fear and walk out the door and lead with love, right? You can respond with love in every single moment. It is possible. Okay. I was guided. God, I really should get my glasses, you guys. I'm going to go get my glasses and come right back. I'll delete out this little pause. Okay, I'm back. That is so much better. Hey, 50 and flourishing, right? This is where I'm at. I am now at the point, anyone else, got to bring my glasses or readers, even to restaurants. It just happens. It happens. Okay. I was guided to pick, there is a deck by Colette Baron Reed. She's a teacher, a spiritual author. that I have followed for many years. I'm sure many of you listening to this are very aware who she is. She's awesome. She's like the real deal. Anyway, one of my favorite card decks that she wrote is called Postcards from Spirit. And it really feels like, I don't know, like your angels wrote this for you, you know? So, get out your journal. And here's the card I picked. It says, Dear you, you are in such good shape right now that we're all doing a happy dance. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice, to get with spirit and co-create a miracle. Oh my gosh, you guys. You may wonder where this is all going, but if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of negative energy now. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know you have a huge cheering section over here? Love and hugs always. How beautiful is that? So I love that. I'm going to take that. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please. Yeah. What a perfect message. Just like we started with taking the breath, one cycle of breath to anchor you in the present moment. We've got to get in the here and now. So grab a meditation with me on Insight Timer if you can this week, and let's get grounded in the here and now. Let's deepen our connection. Let's get the clarity, because let me tell you something, miracles are on the way for all of us. And I'm super excited because, I don't know, we're just limitless. Your life is limitless, and I love you for listening, and I see you. Your light is shining bright, and there's so much good in store for you. And I'm so grateful that you're here with me each week. And for those of you who are new, I hope you stay along, and just let me be a source of inspiration, motivation, and most importantly, a reminder that always and forever you are loved beyond measure. I'll see you soon. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.